So we're on Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 14. Then Zedekiah king sent and took Jeremiah the prophet into the third entry, that is the house of the Lord. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, hide nothing from me. And wait a minute, we're not on 14. We're actually on... I'm sorry. We're on 15 actually. Then Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, if I declare it unto thee, wilt thou not surely put me to death? If I give thee counsel, wilt thou not hearken unto me? So Zedekiah the king sware secretly unto Jeremiah, as the Lord liveth, that made this soul, I will not put thee to death, neither will I give thee unto the hand of these men that seek my life. Then said Jeremiah unto Zedekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the God of hosts, the God of Israel, if thou wert surely go forth unto the king of Babylon's princes, then thy soul shall live, and this city shall not be burned with fire, and thou shalt live in thine house. But if thou wilt not go forth to the king of the Babylon's princesses, then shall this house be given unto the hand of the Chaldeans, and they shall burn it with fire, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand. Then Zedekiah the king said unto Jeremiah, I am afraid of the Jews that are fallen to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me into their hand, and they mock me. But Jeremiah said, They shall not deliver thee. Obey, I beseech thee, the voice of the Lord, which I speak unto thee, so it shall be well unto thee, and thy soul shall live. Wow. So Zedekiah has a change of heart now. How did that happen? That's amazing. First, he's going to kill Jeremiah by starving him to death in this little dungeon, and the Ethiopian was keeping Jeremiah alive for that extra couple of hours there by getting him out of there. So now Zedekiah probably saw that as a heart in one of his guards or officials, and he's like, maybe I can be like that guy. So he released Jeremiah. But Zedekiah is under pressure, sounds like, by other Jews. He just said he's afraid of these Jews. They're going to kill him. So there's a lot of civil war going on in Israel, obviously, with Jews versus Jews. That is an interesting twist of events there. Who thought of that? Like, you thought that he was the bad guy? He's going to go and carry on the murder of one of God's prophets? And then all of a sudden it turns around and Zedekiah's like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to be a good guy now. I don't want to be a villain anymore. So he went from Joker to Batman, huh? That's what it sounds like to me. It's like, you were a Joker for a long time, and now it's time to be Batman now, and Robin, right? So you can say Robin was that Ethiopian, and Batman was the Zedekiah. I'm just using an analogy. I'm a big fan of Batman, by the way. But anyhow, that is just like mind-boggling that Zedekiah had a change of heart. So yeah, I guess it can happen to the most vilest of kings. You never know what's going to happen and what God's going to do. Unpredictable, pretty much. We thought Jeremiah was done for sure. Once he was tossed in that dungeon, we thought that's it, man. He's going to be tortured to death. That's what they used to do to a lot of these prophets of God and Jewish followers of Christianity. So, but it looks like that didn't happen. Moving on here. Verse 20. But Jeremiah said, verse 21. But thou refused to go forth, and this is what the word that the Lord had shewed me, or showed me. And behold, all the women that are left in the king of Judah's house shall be brought into for to the king of Babylon's princesses, and who those women shall say, Thy friends have set thee on, and have prevailed against thee. Thy feet are sunk in the mire, and they are turned away back. So they shall bring out all the wives and thy children to the Chaldeans, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand, but shall be taken by the hand of the king of Babylon, and thou shalt cause the city to be burned with fire. Then said Zedekiah unto Jeremiah, Let no man know of these words, and thou shalt not die. But the princes hear that I have talked with thee, then they come unto thee, and say unto thee, Declare unto us now what thou hast said unto the king. Hide it not from us, but we will not put thee to death. Also what the king said unto thee. Then thou shalt say unto them, I presented my supplication before the king. He will not cause me to return to Jonathan's house to die there. Then came all the princes unto Jeremiah, and asked him. He told them, according to all these words that the king had commanded, so they left off speaking with him, for the matter was not perceived. You understand that Jeremiah is like a little sheep amongst lions? I mean, you know, God says in His Word that He's going to send us like sheep among wolves. So, what is a sheep doing among all these lions that stand above him? These lions can, because you look at the king. King is kind of like a lion analogy. The lion is king of the jungle, right? So, and like Jeremiah is like the little sheep that God sent. Like, what is this little sheep doing among lions? Are you kidding me? He could be devoured any minute here, any second. But Zedekiah, he went from a bad lion to a good lion, it sounds like. So he's like, I'm going to go ahead and help Jeremiah now. I think it's because that the Ethiopian dude, the Ethiopian guard that was working for Zedekiah, he helped Jeremiah. Zedekiah heard about it, and he's like, okay, why would you even help? See, Zedekiah should have just killed the Ethiopian guard. He could have said, you're a traitor, I'm going to kill you now, but he didn't. Because the king, they have the power. If you don't just enter the king's chamber without permission. It can be your head, you know. That's how they dealt with people, servants, the citizens. You know, you can't just like right now, our White House, you can't just approach the president. He's the king of America, obviously, right now. You can't approach him. You have to have permission from people, like, you know, below him. So, in a sense, the king of Israel right now, Zedekiah, he's trying to help Jeremiah, but he also has other kings plotting on him. There's a civil war going on, obviously, in Israel. And he knows that if he helps Jeremiah, it can be his head. He can be invaded by another king. Because there's obviously a bounty on Jeremiah's head. Because Jeremiah has been around Israel, and he's just causing a lot of ruckus with this Yeshua thing. You know, the other kings do not accept Yeshua as king. They only accept the Old Testament. Yeshua is in the New Testament. Okay. So in a sense, Jeremiah is just like Jesus. You see the shadow here, the shadow prophecies here, and we're like, do we allow Jeremiah to go on? Well, with Zedekiah's blessing, Jeremiah is going to go on. But with that being said, it can be his head. It can be the king's head here, because he turned. Zedekiah turned. He had a change of heart. You saw that in the Ethiopian somehow. We read the heart of the Ethiopian. It was the Ethiopian that saved Jeremiah's, you know what, you know. So let's go ahead and read the other last verses here. They came, all the princes on to Jeremiah, then asked him. He told him according to these words. So Jeremiah abode in the court of the prison until the day that Jerusalem was taken. And there when Jerusalem was taken. So Jerusalem has been invaded. By who? We were not going to know until we read on here. This is it for 38. That was the last verse for 38. You're gonna have to wait until we do 39 to find out who Israel has been invaded, or Jerusalem is invaded by. Just make your guesses. Remember the previous chapters who were talking about other kings. So I'm not gonna. I think I know who just invaded Jerusalem, but I don't want to spoil it for y'all. So you guys have to tune in. Stay tuned. Till the next episode. Stay blessed up. Stay in prayer. Stay in faith. Yeshua is gonna bless you. All right, bros and sisters out there listening to me. This is your host Soshi. Till the next one.